Hello everyone. Today we are going to continue with the chapter number 1 of class 10, chemical reactions and equations. Today's topic will be balancing of chemical equations. As you can see, the directions are given for us. We have some word equations and we have to write a balanced chemical equation for each of the following word equations. So let us do the first question. The first question says aqueous sodium chloride reacts with aqueous lead 2 nitrate to yield a lead 2 chloride precipitate and aqueous sodium nitrate. Students, when it is said aqueous sodium chloride, it has to be written as NaCl. In the bracket, we will write AQ, which denotes it is aqueous solution. It reacts with aqueous lead 2 nitrate, whose formula is PbNO3 whole twice. Why? Because lead is having the valency of 2, and as it is an aqueous solution, again we will write AQ in the bracket. It yields lead 2 chloride, which is a precipitate. So how will you write it? It is PbCl2, and as it is a precipitate, we will write S because precipitates are solid in nature, and aqueous sodium nitrate is obtained. Sodium nitrate is NaNO3 and it is also an aqueous solution. Now, is this equation balanced? Let us look at here. On the reactant side, there is one atom of sodium. Here on the product side, also one atom of sodium. Chlorine is 1, whereas 2 chlorine atoms are present on the product side. So we have to add 2. If we add 2 here on the product side, sodium has to be added. So we will put another 2 in front of 2NaNO3. So that is how we will find that the equation has now got balanced as 1 lead and nitrate is also balanced. That is a balanced chemical equation. Second question is aqueous barium nitrate. Barium nitrate is BaNO3 whole twice, whereas it is an aqueous solution, so we will write AQ. It reacts with sulfuric acid. It is an aqueous, it is a diluted sulfuric acid which is already given in the question, and it yields barium sulfate. Barium sulfate is BaSO4, which is a solid precipitate, and nitric acid, which is HNO3, that is aqueous. Let us find out if this equation is a balanced one. Barium is balanced, sulfate is balanced, nitrate is not balanced. So we will have to put 2 in front of nitric acid so that it becomes a balanced one. So in that case, we will find hydrogen is also now balanced. So this is a balanced chemical equation. Third question, silver nitrate reacts with in solution. So silver nitrate is AgNO3 and it is a solution form, so it is aqueous. It reacts with potassium chromate. Potassium chromate is K2CrO4. It is also an aqueous solution and it produces silver chromate. So silver chromate will be Ag2CrO4, which is a solid precipitate, and soluble potassium nitrate. So potassium nitrate is KNO3. It is a soluble potassium nitrate, so it is a aqueous solution. So let us see whether this is a balanced chemical equation. Here silver is 1 on the reactant side, but on the product side it is 2. So it will be 2 in front of the silver nitrate on the reactant side. That makes we have to put 2 in front of potassium nitrate also, so as to balance the potassium, where the reactant side potassium and product side potassium becomes balanced. CrO4 is already balanced on both the sides, and thus this equation is a balanced chemical equation. Now, question number 4. Solid calcium carbonate. So, calcium carbonate is CaCO3, and as it is solid, we have to write solid in bracket S. It reacts with hydrochloric acid, so it is HCl. It is aqueous. It reacts to yield aqueous calcium chloride, CaCl2, and in bracket AQ, and carbon dioxide, which is a gas, and liquid water means H2O, that is liquid. So let us see whether the equation is balanced. Calcium is balanced on both the sides. Chlorine is non-balanced, so we have to put 2 in front of HCl. That makes the equation balanced. So thus the equation is balanced for question number 4. Question number 5. Aqueous zinc chloride reacts with dihydrogen monosulfide gas to yield a zinc sulfide precipitate and hydrochloric acid. So, aqueous zinc chloride means ZnCl2 in bracket AQ. It reacts with dihydrogen monosulfide gas. It means H2S, which is a gas. It reacts to form zinc sulfide. Zinc sulfide is ZnS, which is a solid precipitate, and hydrochloric acid, it is HCl, and it is again an aqueous solution. Let us see the equation. It is balanced. Zinc is balanced. Sulfur is balanced. Hydrogen is not balanced, so we have to put 2 in front of hydrogen, which makes this equation balanced. Next, question number 6. Magnesium nitrate reacts in solution with potassium hydroxide. Magnesium nitrate is MgNO3 whole twice, which is a solution form. So, it is an aqueous solution. It reacts with potassium hydroxide. Potassium hydroxide is KOH. It is again in solution form to yield magnesium hydroxide precipitate. Magnesium hydroxide is MgOH twice. It is a precipitate, so it is a solid. And then soluble potassium nitrate. Potassium nitrate is KNO3. It is an aqueous solution. Whether this equation is balanced, magnesium is balanced. Hydroxide is not balanced, so we have to put 2 in front of potassium hydroxide, which makes potassium here in the product side also imbalance. So we have to put 2 in front of potassium nitrate. That makes the equation balanced. Now, question number 7. Solid aluminium hydroxide reacts with nitric acid. Aluminium hydroxide is AlOH whole 3, which is a solid compound. It reacts with nitric acid, which is HNO3. It is in aqueous form and it yields soluble aluminium nitrate. Aluminium nitrate is AlNO3 whole 3, and which is a soluble one, so it is aqueous, and liquid water means it is H2O, that is liquid water. Let us see whether the equation is balanced. Aluminium is balanced. Nitrate is not balanced, so we have to put 3 in front of nitric acid, which equation unbalanced, so that we have to put 3 in front of hydrogen in front of water. So that is how the equation is now balanced. Now, question number 8. Aqueous lead 4 nitrate. Aqueous lead 4 nitrate. So it is lead 4 nitrate. So formula will be PbNO3 whole 4. It reacts and it is an aqueous solution, so it will be aqueous. It reacts with aqueous sodium sulfate. Sodium sulfate is Na2SO4 and it is aqueous solution and it yields lead 4 sulfate. So lead 4 sulfate formula is at PbSO4 whole twice, which is a precipitate which is solid in nature, and soluble sodium nitrate. So it is NaNO3, that is aqueous in nature. So the equation is balanced or not? Lead is balanced. Sulfate is not balanced on the reactant side, so we have to put in 2 in front of sodium sulfate. So sodium becomes imbalanced, so we have to put 4 in front of sodium nitrate, which makes this equation balanced. Question number 9. Aqueous sodium hydroxide, so it is NaOH, which is aqueous in nature. It reacts with carbon dioxide gas, so CO2 in gaseous form, to yield sodium carbonate. So sodium carbonate formula is Na2CO3, and it is in aqueous form, and liquid water, it means H2O, it is in liquid. So whether the equation is balanced or not, sodium is not balanced, so we have to put 2 in front of sodium hydroxide. That makes the equation balanced. Next question, number 10. Solid magnesium oxide. Magnesium oxide is MgO, that is solid. It reacts with hydrochloric acid. It is HCl, and it is again an aqueous solution. It reacts with, and it yields a solution of magnesium chloride. Magnesium chloride is MgCl2, which is an aqueous solution, and liquid water, it is H2O, that is liquid. Whether this equation is balanced or not, magnesium is balanced, chlorine is not balanced, so we have to put 2 in front of hydrochloric acid. That makes this equation balanced. Question number 11. Solid zinc metal. So zinc, it is a solid metal. It reacts with sulfuric acid, so it is H2SO4. It is aqueous in nature, to yield aqueous zinc sulfate. So zinc sulfate is ZnSO4. It is aqueous in nature and releases hydrogen gas H2 in the form of gas. Is this equation balanced? Zinc is balanced, sulfate is balanced, and hydrogen is also balanced. So this equation is already balanced. We need not to put any other numeral coefficient in front of any of the compounds. Question number 12. Solid ferric oxide. Ferric oxide means iron in the 3+ state. So it is Fe2O3, and it is solid. It reacts with solid aluminium metal. So aluminium is Al, it is solid, to yield solid aluminium oxide. It is Al2O3. It is in solid form, and solid iron metal. So it is iron which is solid. So let us see whether this equation is balanced or not. Iron is not balanced, so we have to put 2 in front of iron metal on the product side. In that way, we will find that aluminium is also not balanced, so we have to put 2 in front of aluminium on the reactant side, and that makes this equation balanced. So that's all, students. We have discussed a few word equations and how to balance it. I hope you have understood this concept and how to balance these various equations. You can also practice number of equations from any of the sources, and once you have understood, please practice as much as you can, because this is a very important topic of class 10. Thanks for watching this video.